just realize, guys, as you go through these struggles in life, right? Don't expect anybody to understand. I just want you guys to understand that, like, men and women, but men especially, right? People only see the final result.
Yep.
And that's all they care about. They only want to see the final result. They don't care about the 10 times your company failed or your business failed or you failed at doing something. All they see is your final outcome. And so they say, oh my God, this person has it all, right? They did all this. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of His and Hers. My name is Tuan. This is my beautiful wife.
Sim, nice to meet everyone, and welcome back, guys.
Yes, welcome our loyal viewers, new viewers alike, right? Welcome to the channel, guys. Yes. While you're here, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to just call everyone out again. I know there's been a lot of people watching but haven't subscribed yet, so please subscribe to the channel and push the truth out there, debunk the lies, right? Turn on the notification bell, right? Comment. Yep. We like the positives, of course, but we also take the negative ones in too, guys. Criticism is it's necessary, right? Yep. That's how you can improve those type of things. So we respect the negative criticism as well too, right? Yep. It gives us a chance to analyze ourselves and see if there's the truth or not, right? Yep. And then, of course, guys, share. Right? Please share. Please share the truth. Please share how you get to debunk lies. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, we want the best outcomes. Right? We want the best outcomes for you guys. Positive outcomes. Right? Go check out our channel over at TikTok at His and Hers YT. You'll see the shorter clips over there. So go check out the short clips where, we're going to keep on editing and keep on posting shorter clips over there for you guys. Okay? Yep. We are back today to do another reactionary video. I love these reactionary videos. And we're going to be doing one on Fresh and Fit. Okay. And the title of this video today is Bianca Wants an Average Guy. Okay. So real quick, some context from my wife, because I watch Fresh and Fit quite a bit, right? I like the RP community quite a bit. So Bianca has been this woman that's been a pretty irregular guest on their show. Okay. Yep. She's getting up there in age. Okay. Don't ask me why I know so much about it. Like I said, I watch this show a lot. All right. So at least, and she's been a frequent guest on the show. Okay. And so she's 28 years old, I believe. Yeah. 29. So she's trying to get kind of up in age. But she's a very attractive woman. Okay. So let's see what she means by Bianca wants an average guy. Okay. All right. Let's start. Cool.
Okay, Bianca.
No.
What about you?
No.
No? Why?
Just cause no. Like I believe in loyalty.
He said, look, Bianca, I love you, care about you. But I had to get my rocks off
I don't care.
in Vegas.
Listen, then
One
I
time,
won't have
one time,
then my husband
Then he
won't
doesn't
have a
love
high
her.
I mean my husband won't be a high value man. I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay.
Loyalty?
Real quick.
Oh,
So
someone's living in reality. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
So
I don't care. You don't have to.
There it is. Okay, yeah. So real quick, the conversation kind of started midstream, but to give you guys some context and, to get my wife context if she didn't catch it already, they must be discussing that how a high value man can exercise his options, right? We've kind of talked about that, broke that down in another video, right? Where yes, they can. Whether they should or not is a whole other topic, right? So let's go check out that video where we kind of broke that down and made our talk about it based upon the truth. But so they're referring to whether a high value man, will she accept him exercising his options? So she answered no. So let's see her
You don't have to
explanation.
be with a lot of money, like no, just be loyal to me, be honest, be respectful, and we're good.
So you're more concerned with the monogamy than his actual value.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't care. I really don't care how much.
So you're willing to trade off, like, you're willing to compromise a bit on his status and value
I don't need
over
to live this
monogamy.
luxurious life and all this stuff. Like I don't.
Real quick, she's gonna going off to a different topic now, but she mentioned earlier, guys, real quick, she says, I need my man loyal.
Yep.
And this is a lie. This is a misunderstanding, whatever I want to call it. But this is the problem with the modern woman's concept of loyalty. We've been lied to because we've been lied to that men and women are the same. And that means we show loyalty the same. That means we bring our values are the same. And guys, no, It is not, right? Women bring one set of values.
Amen.
Men bring another set of values. When you're disloyal is when you give up those values that you're supposed to bring to someone else,
Yep.
right? So only women can be disloyal when it comes to just fidelity, which is sex, promiscuity, right? Okay? So when you just make it black and white when it's about fidelity, right? Physically cheating, that's the only thing. Women are the only ones that can cheat on that, okay? Where men get unfortunately conflated into this argument, right, is because we obviously have to spend our other values to get said fidelity, right? So let's say if a man wants to get the fidelity value from another woman,
Yep.
he's going to have to trade his resources,
resources.
his finance, his fame specifically, right? Of course, sometimes it's fitness, but mostly it's finance and fame, right? To get the fidelity from the other woman. And so by you as a man giving up your finance and fame to get this fidelity from the other woman, that's how we're being disloyal. We live in this crazy day and age that we've been told that men and women are the same. And so all these modern women think that it's the fidelity that's what makes the man loyal, right? And so that's the reason why she has this, this reaction where like, I don't want my man cheating physically on, with another woman.
Kind of
right?
a response.
Correct.
I really don't care about those things. Like, as long as I have my partner that makes me happy, I'm good.
Cool. All right.
So
Okay,
Different.
just that's straight cap, like I said, she's a beautiful woman. Guys, to maintain, to enhance, to work, to keep your beauty to a certain level, it requires work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not hating on it at all. I don't know why women shame other women. I mean, obviously because it's hating, right? But to maintain a certain look, whether you have to work out all the time, do your hair, do your makeup, do your lashes, do your nails, keep your skin soft and like appearance, all those things. That takes a lot of work. You think someone that's worked that hard to achieve that level of fitness in terms of beauty, right? And she is feminine too. If you've ever watched her on the show, she's actually quite feminine in terms of the way she speaks and stuff like that. Do you think she's gonna want to trade that for an average to low value man?
Well, if she's going to think the modern way, hey, I got my bag, I got my money, so hey, don't worry about it.
Good point, honey.
If she's got her bag, she's got her money. Say she makes more money than him, and and she loves him. Most women will overlook that part. Like I said. Because then she is the, the sugar mama in a way. So,
Correct.
she's like, all I want is your loyalty. That's it.
Yeah, but
and to love me and only me type deal, and then I'll take care of you type deal. That's the modern sort of woman
thought process. Correct.
And that's
But we know, you and I both know the outcome of that. You women are not going to be happy if that's the trade, because you guys are bringing this value that you're supposed to bring, and it's a high value if you've achieved what she's achieved. Where is the good deal for you? You're giving up all these values for a low value. Like I said, that's like trading a Ferrari, right? You're bringing the Ferrari, and I'm only giving you $30,000 for said Ferrari. You're gonna be upset at this deal. So as much as modern women like her want to say, "Oh no, I'm okay with that. I can bring the finance. I can bring all this other stuff." Once they get into that situation, they're going to be like, this is an unfair deal.
Let me say one thing, women. With that kind of trade, trust me, you're not going to last. If you want to come back to me saying that whoever she picks, low ball value, have no motivation, have no inspiration or whatever else to do anything, trust me. And she's just paying and all their relationship will not last.
No.
I don't care if it's her, Brianna's the one that's Bianca, whatever her name is the one that's saying, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna get some, low guy, just loyalty and love. Love isn't gonna feed you. Loyalty isn't gonna feed you, people. Working hard, sweat and tears is gonna feed you. Putting food on the table, paying your finance, paying your damn bills, okay?
Correct.
And if this guy isn't doing anything, you think that the woman is gonna be happy? No, she isn't going to be happy. Because think about that. Because when you put a lot of hours in the office and everything, you're not going to have that time to go to take your care of yourself. Fitness, all that stuff to look good, upkeep yourself,
you.
all that stuff. Let me tell you, that's the truth. That's a fact. Okay? I'm not saying that you can't work, ladies. But think about it. If you're trying to work as much as those men do that got up here with a CEO, trust me, you're not going to look good.
Yeah.
And if you are the CEO, women, trust me, you didn't take that time to spend time with your kids, your hubby, okay? And that's where your divorce is going to come in soon.
Yeah.
It's a reality check right there. So there is no perfect world where you can be all the way up here, women, and then, you know, take care of your husband and kids at the same time, looking good, upkeep yourself, looking healthy, and then grabbing your finance. You're not going to find that.
Check out our time video, guys, right, where we
You
break
know?
down the time necessary. But we've said this in another video, too. It's like there's not enough time and not enough hands in the day to accomplish all those tasks. So just like my wife said, like the reality is as much as you think you can do it, you're not going to be able to do it. You can't be a boss babe, be a CEO, and then at the same time have spending time with your kids, and at the same time go work out at the gym, right? It's not physically and also time-wise possible to achieve that. Don't get me wrong. Some people have done it. Some very rare people have done it.
Certain percentage.
But it's because they were in an industry that allowed them to do it. And look at their outcome still.
Their kids are messed up somewhere.
Right? But even look at their outcome. Look at their relationship. I can point to some examples. J-Lo is a prime example. Right? But she is a celebrity, a singer, an actress. That's that very specific industry, right? If you're just like a CEO working at a company, you think you would have the fortitude, the knowledge, and the push to like keep yourself in physical shape?
And I feel bad because you know why? She never found that true love in a way.
Exactly.
Her relationship is what? On whatever number. I'm already losing track. Okay? Poor girl. In a way, I'm not like saying poor girl, but she made her own decision.
Old lady now.
Okay? Think about it. And I hope, because now I think the new thing is her and Ben are together. Well, I hope they last, but you know what?
Round 2.
You know, I don't know. I don't know, and I want to knock on wood on that because, you know, for me, I wish people find love, you know, and someone to grow old with. Okay,
but it's a settle, guys. Let's be honest. It's a settle, right?
You know?
Yeah.
So.
All right.
That's different.
Okay.
All right.
Not all guys cheat. There are average households and stuff. There are average households, like average men and stuff like that, and that you could have that with.
Yeah.
I'm okay with having that.
Yeah, that's
with
possible.
them.
Question: Did this kind of come to realization for you from like coming on the pod fairly often, or
Okay,
you
before
already
she
kinda
answers this
already have
question, I just want to react to her statements, right? So she's absolutely right. Yeah, there's going to be average guys out there that's not going to have the opportunity to physically cheat because they don't have that attraction level to attract other women, right?
Yeah.
But this is what's going to happen, guys. This is the reality. What's going to happen if she finally settles on a man like that, right? What's going to happen is she's going to let herself go. She's going to feel happy. Oh, I found my average guy, right? And now because he's average, I don't have to maintain this high value that I brought initially to the table, right? So she's going to let herself go. And guess what happens when she lets herself go? That average man ain't going to want her no more, right? Because he's like, dude, I got with you when you were this beautiful, right? And so now you're going to let yourself go, right? And not maintain your physical appearance for me. It's not going to work out.
No, it's a two-way street. You can take an average guy, okay, if he has determination and he has a purpose in life to build himself up. We've always said that. You can level up, guys.
But that's not what she's talking about. That's what
I
I'm trying to
know.
say.
But I'm just saying if he truly loves you, he can level himself up for you because he's inspired to be with her. And then think about it. If he's an average guy, he doesn't look good or whatever, come on, you can do a lot of things, okay, fitness. You know, dressing him up,
yeah,
but all that other stuff.
Let's stop that because, and I don't want to cut you off, but let's stop because that's not what she's talking about.
I know.
What she's talking about is like living her young life out, happy as hell, right? She's doing all her young thottery, 304, whatever you want to call her. I'm not saying she is a 304. I'm just saying she's kind of playing out that lifestyle until she reaches a certain age and, you know, her eggs are about to be gone and now she has less options and then she's going to be like, okay, cool. At that point, I'm going to settle for an average guy. And then at that point, I'll be happy. Not because I'm really happy with the guy that I want and what I really wanted, but because I know, like, hey, I'm playing it safe, and now I can kind of let myself go. I've had all my fun in my youthful age. I've, kept myself beautiful, and now I can let myself go with this average guy because his expectations are not going to be as high as a high-value man's expectations. But what she's going to come to a real hard and unfortunate realization is that average man that she got with is going to be like, dude, I got with you when you were this beautiful. And I still want that beauty.
He says he's gonna say bye bye.
He gonna be like, no, this isn't what I worked for. Even though I came in with my average values, you were supposed to maintain this for me.
Think about it, a woman. Okay, that average guy now has a big cloud over his head. Like, hey, I got you. You look good. You're supermodel hot. Now I can go get somebody else who's supermodel hot.
That's exactly
there you
what
go.
He's gonna.
The same thing, because you know what? You're supporting me and all that stuff. Why can't I get somebody else to support me? Okay, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, guys. It doesn't.
Yeah, she's gonna
This etched in your brain, or did we just kind of connect the dots for you and make you kind of decide, like, all right, I want monogamy, and I'm preferring to and go with that over getting a high status guy that's gonna be cheating on me.
I mean, I kind of already knew that, but I feel like
But the pod's connected. The pod connected the dots for you. Because I remember
you guys
prior,
confirmed it for me.
Yeah, because I remember prior, just so you guys know her little Batman story, right? We go down memory lane a little bit, right? So I remember when you first came on the show, you were single and you were dating a guy that was like an influencer. He was clouded up, you know what I'm saying, pretty popular with the ladies here in Miami, etc. And he cheated on you, and that broke you. You're like, fuck, this is terrible. And
there it is.
Then obviously you came on our pod and we talked about that, and I think that probably might have connected the two.
Yeah,
it gave you a reason, explanation.
Yeah.
So Bianca, in your opinion, do you feel like most guys of that status may cheat on their girl?
Okay, so what happened was she was dating this high value man, and he exercised his options, right? And so that really hurt her. So now she's living her life in this fear.
Nope.
That's what it is, guys. It's not that she wants an average man. So this video title is Cap, but obviously they knew it, right? Yeah. That's the reason why they phrased it the way it is. But she's not wanting an average guy. She's living her life in fear now because she was hurt. And it sucks because, like we have this shaming language for like guys, right? When like we talk about RP truths, and like women will say like, who hurt you, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, this is the case with this situation. Someone did hurt her. Yeah. And so now she doesn't want to go through that pain anymore. No. But what she doesn't realize is the other side, the flip coin, that's not what she wants either. No. In essence, this is another version of this term, and if you guys might have heard it, but I'm going to bring it up here because maybe our listeners never heard it before. She got alpha widowed, right? So she was with this alpha guy, and unfortunately, because he exercised his options, she left him, and so she got widowed by him. Yeah. But now she's always wanting this memory of this high value guy, but she doesn't want that fear of him leaving her.
The thing is, you shouldn't fear. Life isn't perfect. Correct. We're going to have achievements. We're going to have failures. And, you just have to learn from it and just chuck away. And if you don't think positive and, and whatever else, how will you ever recover from anything?
Correct.
That's like when you fell down, right? What, you're going to stay down? No. Just like when you rode your first bike. You scrape your knee, you hit your elbow. I mean, I've got scrapes learning how to ride a bike or learning, how to skate, roller skate, and whatever else. I didn't stop there. I got back up and kept chucking away. And that's how I know how to skate, and that's how I know how to ride a bike. Just like a relationship. We can't foresee everything to be perfect, people. There's going to be disagreements. There's going to be love. There's going to be hate. There's going to be certain things. But you got to work things out. They've never said that relationship is easy. Yep. Just like work isn't easy. It's, you admire the people that made it up there, made it to par, reached their level, like millionaires and billionaires. But have you watched the scene and hear their stories of they struggling and failed and struggled and practically ate peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah. For every success story, there's always multiple failure stories, right? And the people that fail and was able to overcome, those are the ones that are the most successful.
You can lose everything and just start all over. And that's what my parents always taught me, that you can lose everything. But as long as you have your health, you have your legs, arms and legs, and your positive mind, you can overcome it.
But this is the problem.
But that's what my parents said.
We're kind of segueing, but this is the problem. just realize, guys, as you go through these struggles in life, right? Don't expect anybody to understand. I just want you guys to understand that, men and women, but men especially, right? People only see the final result.
Yep.
And that's all they care about. They only want to see the final result. They don't care about the 10 times your company failed or your business failed or you failed at doing something. All they see is your final outcome. And so they say, oh my God, this person has it all, right? They did all this. But they don't see like the 10 failures that you had to do before that, right? So just realize that, guys, it's a lonely road, right? There's a reason why we say it's a lonely road, because it's the path least taken. Right? Because no one wants to fail. The majority of people don't want to fail. They want to live in life in fear, like this woman here, right? And so they don't want to. So she's living her life in fear right now. She needs therapy, and she's never going to find success until she overcomes this. So my prediction to me, to in this show, and I'll say it right now, is she's not going to have a successful outcome because she's living this life in fear.
Fear, yeah. And you know, I got to think positive. And the other thing I have to say, people, okay, that you need to have failures in life to overcome things, to see
a learning lesson.
To see the light. Okay. And then what's the other thing? I just sort of blank on what I was going to say, is that people, it's just creatures, people are so quick into judging people. Like, you know, like people, a lot of people can do a lot of the good things, right? But they did something wrong.
Yeah, people always see the negative first. They never see the positive. They would see the negative. Yeah, they always hold on to the negative.
Always, like, a lot of people are so quick to judge. Like, you don't see all the positive things that they've done, but they've done that one or few negative, even just like husband and wife sometimes, or a couple, right? How about all the things, good things that he's done? But then the one time that he disagree with you or certain things, but people break up because of that.
I will go even deeper, though. You guys have to learn. If you want to be truly successful, you got to have to learn to see the negative and then change it to a positive
outcome.
Right? You got to be able to see your weaknesses. I always say this to people. You got to be able to see your weaknesses, which is your negatives, and be able to realize it and then change it to a positive.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going to have the most success. Right? You're going to have a diminishing set of returns if all you focus on is your positive aspects. If you never look at your weaknesses, you're never going to correct them.
No.
And those are where it's hurting you the most. Your weaknesses, your negativity is where it's hurting you the most. But that's also where you can have the most reward, the most gain.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the thing that's hurting you the most. So when you correct it and make it a positive aspect, that's where you're going to see the huge gains, right?
Yep.
1,000% they cheat on
Bianca's
1,000% they cheat on you.
Bianca's fucked up now.
If you think they're not cheating on you, girl, you're naive.
Bianca's face now.
If Bianca tells you that,
No.
you know what time it is.
I will never date another influencer ever again. Like, that is just not for me. That's not my the lifestyle that I'm trying to go for.
What if he's honest about it?
I don't.
He doesn't hide it.
Bye.
Okay, and that's really funny. This is the end of the video. She says she's never gonna be, but she does fitness videos.
Yeah.
She does. I think I don't think she does OnlyFans, but she does like fitness videos, and she's like obviously showing her body and her fitness. That's you're an influencer.
You're talking.
So
on
what
the
are you
podcast.
talking about? How are you going to be successful in the career path that you've chosen if you're living this life of fear of not wanting to promote yourself?
Remember,
right?
for every action, there's a reaction. You guys
And,
have to remember
and she's getting
that.
up there in age too, guys.
Yeah.
And so your biological is ticking there, you know? So it's like, if you want to change your outcome, I would tell her is you got to go and correct that, whether that's therapy, whether that's, just facing the reality and actually accepting it. But you can't live your life that way.
I'm sorry to say, men or women, okay, you're going to have your hearts broken. You're going to have things that you want and you couldn't have. But does that mean you just close doors? Your heart is going to be broken in times, okay? But you don't close your doors, okay? There's going to be someone that truly love you for you, okay? So just be positive. Just be positive and work on your negatives. Like my husband and I said, just work on your negative. Yeah,
one thing why fitness is so important, and I want to reiterate it, but fitness, and this is funny because she's in the profession of fitness, so she should understand this more than anybody, right? Because I was a bodybuilder. I totally understand this. To get the best results for your body fitness wise, you work on your weakness. You work on your weak body parts.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's a story of Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? One of, my idols when I was working out, right? His calves were his weak point when he first started out, right? He had he didn't work on it, he wasn't, he never focused on it. And so that every time he went up on stage, that was his weakness, and everyone would point it out. Well, he said, screw it, I'm going to focus on it for a whole year, 2 years, and then it became one of his greatest assets.
Yep.
And so now every time he turned around and did
good.
a pose, he actually outranked everyone, right? So that's what you guys have to do. You got to be able to recognize your weaknesses. And that's what fitness teaches you so much, because when you go work out, you see it right away. Am I overweight? Am I weak here? Can I not lift this? Am I weak at this body part? My biceps smaller than my triceps, right? Is my leg smaller than my upper body, right? You got to be able to see that and be honest with yourself. That's the other key too. Be honest with yourself and recognize it.
Honesty is the best policy, guys. Honesty is the best policy. Don't lie to yourself, okay? And don't play the Matrix and just think everybody, truly care for you, and that's why they're, oh, you're fine the way you are, girl. No, you're not sometimes.
Well, not only that,
how about if you're majorly overweight? Or you don't have confidence, major overweight. Guess what it'll do? It's not that, body positivity. No, it isn't, because you know why? They're hurting inside. Trust me, they're not in love with how they look. And here, you guys love yourself. No, they're gonna be unhealthy. People look at the way, if they have to dress up and everything else, people aren't gonna be like, oh my, she's bomb. No, you're not.
No.
Okay, I understand. People say certain things, but they don't really mean it sometimes. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I care about you, and being overweight and everything else isn't body positivity. You're going to be, your health is, going to be in jeopardy, okay, and everything else, and you're not going to feel that great in what you see in the mirror, and it bothers you. It does. It probably will bother you.
You're just lying to yourself.
I hear it a lot.
Yeah. But another thing besides
do something about
besides the lies and the body positivity thing, another thing that a lot of people tell themselves is that, oh, I wasn't born with this trait, right? Or I wasn't given this trait. Oh, no. my legs are weak because genetically I just don't have the the propensity to build good legs, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be able to break yourself from those mindset. Whether someone is lying to you and trying to make yourself feel good about yourself, or whether you just stop yourself from the very beginning and just say, oh, my biceps are small because I've never been given the genetic. My dad's arms were small, or my mom's arms were small, and that's the reason why I never was blessed with arms, right?
Genetic code is not everything.
Got to break yourself from that mentality.
Stop that mentality, that negative mentality that you can't do anything about it. Correct. You can. Okay, like people saying they're sad or depressed or certain. You can do something. Think more positive. Go out there, enjoy life. Go be with people. Okay, go see. They're like, oh my God, I can't speak to. I'm nervous. Why? What do you got to be nervous about? Okay.
The point is, you got to
get out of that.
Address it. You got to address it. Don't just give yourself an out. Don't make yourself a victim. Don't make yourself an excuse. Go attack it and realize what's causing you to have that weakness, right? And you'll find that all the time, the majority of the time, it's just your mind. It's
right
just
here.
Up in your head.
Right here.
You're the one stopping yourself from doing it. That's
right
all
here.
it is, right?
My parents
and
always
so,
say.
Going back to this video, right, because we're kind of segueing now, but that's really what her problem is.
Yeah.
It's not that she wants an average guy, guys. She's living her life in fear, and her mind is telling her the wrong thing to do. And so I predict her outcome is going to be poor.
Her relationship is going to be it's going to be like one of those rocking boats.
Yep. And then she's going to get older. She's going to lose all her assets, her value that she currently has right now. And then she's not going to get the outcome.
Rocky.
Yeah,
you know why?
She's not going to get the outcome.
She's had that little trust issue now. Yep. Like every man is going to cheat on me. Every man is going to be like, just because one person's one doesn't mean the other is going to be the same. Just like if another girl cheats, what, a man's going to stop? That he's just going to see everybody's a cheating type woman, or she's only after my money, or she's not going to truly love me. You can't think that way, guys.
I'm going to flip the script a little bit too. It's like she hasn't analyzed herself why he cheated too. Obviously he cheated. I'm not saying that he's right to do that, right? But just because she's living her life in fear, she herself hasn't even analyzed what she did to make that situation the way it is, guys. And that's a lot of it is like you need to have that self actualization, that self-realization, so that way you can become a better person. And so not only is she living her life in fear, but she hasn't gone through that process of finding out what she needed to do to improve that situation as well. Because in a relationship, it's a two-way street.
It is a two-way street, and so that's what all
that was
I
a
have to
short
say.
video, but it was a good video to react to.
Yep.
There's so many things in there that you know that we can learn from.
Yep.
So guys, hey, thank you so much checking out our
tuning
channel.
in.
Remember to subscribe, right?
Yep.
All right, smash
Press that
that like button.
and share. Definitely share. Thank you
See you
guys.
guys.
See you.